Good evening, good evening, and good evening. I want to welcome you to another episode of Whisper Wednesday. Can you believe it that we are actually on episode 9? Where has the time gone? As we creep into episode number 9, a lot of things are happening this week. We have football season. We have the ending of training camp. We have a little bit of everything going on right now. So good evening, Bettina. Good evening. We've got a great lineup for you tonight, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in with the sweet sounds of Gerald Albright playing in the background. And no, I do not own the rights to the music Facebook, so please don't put me in jail, because we do not need to have that tonight. So I hope you guys are doing all right. As you can see, this is what I have, my nice chilled glass of wine. So we are going to jump right into Whisper Wednesday. And as I've said before, Whisper Wednesday is a no judgment zone. People have submitted their poems, and you know what? They may feel a little, timid about things. So we want to welcome them into the Whisper Wednesday zone. As always, close your eyes, open your ears, and have a glass of libation. And we're going to go right into our first poem by the young lady by the name of, and now I have lost my video. So we're going to go back. I won't have to. I found it. This poem is by Nikki Moore. And the title is, Will My Heart Ever Find True Love? So, once again, open your ears, close your eyes, and embrace this poem by Nikki Moore. Will my heart ever find true love? Will someone ever love me the way I deserve to be loved? Will I ever feel the joy of someone truly loving me? A hand to hold arms that will embrace me, to let me know that I'm yours is what I need the most. My heart longs for true love, someone to love, the pain away, to say they will always stay, never to leave my side, feeling our hearts intertwine. It's what I so long for. I miss and long for someone to kiss, someone to make love to me all through the night, and after we are finished, he would hold me so tight. Someone to wipe the tears from my face, to let me know I'm in their arms, I will always be safe. Someone that will look into my eyes as I look back into theirs. I would hear him say, my heart belongs to you and only you until the day I die. Yes, faithful I will forever be to you. God has given me a jewel to care for, and that's you. So precious and beautiful, I will always love you. Oh, these words I long to hear. The most again, the question I ask, where can I find this kind of love? I've never had my heart cries out for each day I need a love that will forever stay. Nikki Moore, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Nikki Moore. I thought that was awesome, and I hope that you will continue to be inspired by Whisper Wednesday and to write and submit another poem. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nikki Moore. Now, from time to time, I do ask that a guest will come on board to read their poetry, although for some reason everybody's acting shy. Nobody wants to come on board and go live with me. So I'm going to have to move right on to the next poem. And this poem is by Bettina McClendon. And Bettina has written several poems, and I like the way she writes. And once again, she answered the call. She submitted not one, but two poems. So we're going to jump right into Bettina McClendon's poem. As always, ladies and gentlemen, close your eyes, open your ears, and have a glass of libation. Let's give it up for Bettina McClendon. And the title of her poem is What Happened, People? What happened, people? He was here. It was not a dream. This black man of grace I've never seen. A black man with the power of the Oval Office. This man united the race with peace and grace. We loved his family, his faith, his talk. Heck, even his swag walk. What happened, people? We now have a president. We gave him the residence. This leader, who is more of a deceiver, sexually unfaithful abuser, definitely a misuser of power. Remember, we are not on any plantations. We lost the unity of the nation to a world divided by hate that was embraced. The truth is in our face, but no one sees this disgrace. Wrong is right and fake news is accepted. Pretenders are not rejected. What happened, people? We had 8 years of equality and equal rights for all, respected by leaders around the world. His courage and compassion moved us forward. I miss knowledge, vital information and data we can comprehend, along with business in our administration. Where is the wisdom and eloquent speeches with honor and pride? He busted a move on the White House floors, dropped the mic with B and J. Don't forget he sang some Al Green. Love and happiness is what he gave us. As they kissed and held hands, we embraced the two. First Lady, with the kids, planted veggie and kept us fit. We saw the love between the two that didn't quit. Let's just say thank you for a job well done. As the first black president, I think you gave it a good run. You continue to say, yes we can, was a quote you wrote, so let's get out the vote. Bettina McClendon, I think that was so well spoken in this era that some people like, others hate. It's not for me to say, although we do need to bring some type of level back to the White House. Patina McClendon. Girl, you did that. So, there's a young lady who goes by the name of Missy Jackson. And for you guys who are regulars, Missy Jackson is a poetess who writes some of the best poetry. And I'm so happy that she allows me to be able to read her poems on Whisper Wednesday. So we're going to go into this poem by Missy Jackson, and the title is A Choice, or Was It? A choice, or was it? They say men make girls and women make boys. It's all about who puts in the work. If we agreed, but you led the conversation, that means all I had to do was affirm. It wasn't really a choice, or was it? My no wasn't sufficient anyway. It was misinterpreted as yes. I learned how not to say what I wanted, how to hold back expression, how to unlove. So my choice was more about birth control than life expectancy. My womb became battleground and I died 3 times. Science and timing, intention and lies. I gave birth alone. Support happens way before the delivery. I carried you. Then I carried your daughters. Marriage don't matter when inequity was my pseudonym. Those sexual exchanges, those conversations left more than desire on the floor. I was only as important as I could support. In that moment, when breath and living conflate, when I choose life, you were gone. Your work was done. Absence is evident when presence is abnormal. Relationship is built on consistency, no matter what it looks like. I just couldn't see. I can't choose like that again. So I bargained with God through the doctor's scalpel. He made sure I entered this legacy. All the sex in me can't produce another child. So I'm free. I think. Whew, gosh, Missy, I gotta bring you back on, young lady, because that has so many, gosh, I can't even get it out. She bargained with God through the doctor's scalpel. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but I need a drink after that. That's powerful. That is powerful. I'm at a loss for words. That's just how powerful that was. Missy Jackson, girl. Now, earlier I sent a message to James Jones, and that's who this next poem is by. I wanted him to come on and read his poem. And obviously he's a little too busy, so I'm going to read this poem by James Jones. And James, I would say after the second week of Whisper Wednesday, he decided to step up and submit poems, and ever since he has been doing a great job. So we're going to go ahead and go into James Jones's poem. Ladies and gentlemen, close your eyes, open your ears, because this is a no judgment zone, and have a glass of libation. And the title of James's poem is Great Depression Story. Sometimes seasons change in the telling, sometimes the state, but it was always during the Depression. And he was alone in the boxcar. The train stalled beneath a sky wide than any he'd seen so far. The fields of grass wide than the sky. He'd been curious to see if things were as bad somewhere else as they were at home. They were, and worse, he said. He placed no trees, no water. He hadn't eaten all day, all week. His hunger, hard fixed, doubled, leaning as the rails. A lone house broke into the sharp horizon, the train dreaming beneath him. So he climbed down, walked out, the grass parting at his knees. The windows were open, curtainless, and the screen door unlatched, moved to open too. When he knocked, he could see in all the way through the kitchen, and he smelled before he saw the kettled pot of stone. The steam escaping, her clothes moved on the line for all reply. The sheets aslip, one dress washed thin, worn to translucence. Though he could see what he mistook for fields of roast, until a crow flew in with the wind sudden, floating seam. By the time he got back to the train, he guessed already what he had taken pot and all a hen, an old one that had quit laying, he was sure, or she wouldn't have killed it. The train began to move, then her house falling away from him, he ate it, white and dark, back, breast, legs, and thighs, strewing the still warm bones behind him for miles. Great Depression Story by James Jones. Keep up the good work, James. And I'm going to have you on 1 week. Now, as I've always said, ladies and gentlemen, Whisper Wednesday is nothing without you. You and you. This is what it's all about. You submitting your poems, I read them, we sit back and relax. That's what Whisper Wednesday is all about. I have another submission by Missy Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, Missy Jackson, as you can see, she's true to my heart. Because this young lady can definitely write. And this is titled Unforgettable. I know you know that good Nat King Cole song, Unforgettable. But this is on another level. So this is Unforgettable, and it's by Missy Jackson. Once again, close your eyes, open your ears, and have a glass of libation. And this is Unforgettable by Missy Jackson. I want to see you, sex you, one last time. Fuck you in ways that remind you that I am the unique experience I boasted about. The unforgettable parts of you she couldn't house. I swallowed you without sweat, without words. Just a mixture of exhaustion and pleasure. I stand in fantasy. Scandal. You can only measure what you feel. Blood pressure. My moments make memories. Make you wish for me. Make you never want to be. More than that kind of exchange. I lay not between your legs, but under your skin. Tattooed in your epidermis. hidden on cameras, on flicks nobody saw. We too precious not to guard our specialness like gods, like the goddess said yes and blessed you, and divinity demanded you come in me, 'cause life don't live here no more. So we have carpet burns, floor shadowed walls, and no breakfast meals aren't included. Who did you think I was to surpass your past hurdle, your misperception, and leave you curled up somewhere between almost ain't never? I am way better, tasting like the letters and intensity, but you can't rewrite me. I ink well. Keep sticking your pen in that deeply, and you may write yourself, ready for an incomplete chapter. I'ma laugh. Fucking me is freedom, but slavery is cheap. Be careful. Comparing complexity gets you caught choking, rather than cherishing that I ain't what you bargained for, just what you needed to wake you from your sleep. All right, Missy Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude tonight's Whisper Wednesday. As I always say, you could be anywhere, but you decided to be here with me and your counterparts for Whisper Wednesday, episode 9. I want to thank you. Good night, and God bless.